Welcome to At the Table with Chef Jay, the podcast where we believe that every meal has a story, and every story has a seat at the table. I'm your host, Chef Jay, and today we embark on a culinary journey through the heartwarming realm of cherished memories and delectable dishes. Today's guest base is Dr. Deanna Taylor, who will be preparing one of her favorite dishes, and one of mine also. Fresh-baked biscuits with jam. Could you share the story behind the dish?
Yes, I can. So the dish is inspired by my grandmother and my grandfather. My grandmother is Hattie Boyd Smith, and my grandfather is John W. Smith, Sr. And we had muscadines and things like that growing up in the yard. And they were in the yard. We also had like pear trees and things of that nature. So when I moved to Camden, South Carolina, I had some of the experiences of having muscadine vines and pear trees and whatnot. And my grandmother always said, "You don't waste anything now. You put everything to good use." So I was like, "Well, Grandma," I called her up on the phone. "Grandma, you know how to make jams, jellies? What can I do with all this fruit?" And she was like, "No, baby, but I know how to can." I said, "You know what? I could figure out how to make some jams and jellies so we don't put this fruit to waste."
That's right.
And so we put it together like that.
Oh my goodness. Well, I want you to just kind of share with us, the community and the audience, about how you guys put it together, the steps. And, you know, I've had some of your delicious jam. I love the fig, okay? So over the summer, I had her to come and do a tasting, and we had peach, pear, and the fig. Well, me and my husband, we loved every last one of them. The fig was amazing. And now I use the fig on my charcuterie boards. And so we take and pair that with a little of that brie cheese. And people doubt, I can't hardly keep it on. So, of course, I know, I got some fig jam, of course. That's what we have. But I want you to just tell us about how you put it together. You want to show us a little bit. So just kind of walk us through what happens with it.
Okay, so the first thing is I involve everybody. So my children come out and help pick the fruit. My husband picks the fruit. Everything is local. So nothing is... Everything is grown out in either in my yard or our neighbors' yards. We go and pick everything out. We wash it, and then I usually preserve it. Usually I don't have enough time during harvest season to process everything into jams and jellies, so I freeze it first. And so this is a little dish of some of the frozen muscadines. And what I do is just take those muscadines, wash them off, put them in a plastic bag, and put them in the freezer. And then when it's time to cook them and everything, take them straight out of the freezer. They go into a stock pot. In that stock pot, I'll add some of the sugar. I'll add organic sugar. So all the ingredients are organic. Add in some of the pectin. And then make sure that we have the water bath ready and everything. I use, this one's not on, it's not hot or anything. Right. But I use the same pot, kind of like what my mom used, and also my grandma used, and then their parents used as well. But it has like the little canning container in it to pull up the jars. We use the old canning jars as well, with the lids and everything. Ball is my favorite so far, to make sure that everything seals up just right. And so once those are processed, I pour the jellies and jams in, and then I put them into different size jars, and it comes out something like this.
Oh my goodness. I guess the love just goes into it, and that's how delicious it is, right?
Yes. I'm going to put that on there. The love makes it extra delicious.
Well, I tell you what, growing up, that was one of the things that our parents did. They showed love through food.
Yes.
And I think this idea of sharing this with the community and sharing the love of just the fresh fruit and all. And so with the figs, do you guys actually grow that on site?
Yes. So we have some fig trees too. Now, I will admit, I've never seen a real fig in real life. I've only had like fig Newtons. Which is the dried figs and kind of processed a little bit. So when I saw the figs, I was like, what is that? And I had to actually use Google Lens to figure out what it was. But we actually have brown turkey figs. So I did some research. We have brown turkey figs that are growing. So we pick those. I will caution, if you do have a fig tree, that you use some type of glove to pick them, because when the milk comes out of the stem, it may burn your skin, and some people are sensitive to that. But if you avoid that right there, go ahead and wash them off, take the stems off, and then chop them up into pieces, and then that's what I use in those fig preserves. I add a few little secret spices in there too.
Yeah, that's right. We love that secret sauce. Well, you're not gonna believe this, right? So I have a garden in the backyard.
Ooh.
And my neighbor shared a fig tree with me. So it's right there sitting over there. It's about this tall, right?
Okay.
So I'm just trying not to kill it. So I did get one fig off of it this year.
One fig?
So I got, it only had 2 figs on it, right?
Okay. We got to help
So,
you.
yeah, you got to show me how to grow this fig, because I don't really want to lose that fig tree, I'm telling you.
Okay. Okay. Yes.
So how many fig trees you guys have?
We have 8 fig trees. Now we have 7 that's pretty good. And then one of them, I think the neighbors get it when they walk by on the side of the street.
Right.
But it's enough figs to make some jelly and jams out of, but enough to share with the squirrels and the birds too.
Yeah. I understand they eat a poultry fruit, you know?
Yes.
And you know, fig is considered a delicacy because it's very expensive in the store to buy.
Yes.
Just a bucket of figs. I mean, it could run anywhere from $5 to $7, you know?
Yes.
And that's very expensive. Like I grew okra this year, and okra is expensive to grow. I mean, to purchase also. So I think what you're doing is amazing. So tell us how we can find you, or we can follow you, and how we can support your business. That's what we're very interested in.
Okay. So I own a business called Interactive Learning Solutions, and I started actually making the jams and preserves and using them in workshops with ladies to talk about entrepreneurship, to talk about business, and to talk about wellness as a whole person. And then people started asking for the preserves on their own. So I started a line called Salubrious Kitchen. And that is my line of preserves and jams. And I can be found on Instagram at ILS_LLC. ILS_LLC. And then I also have a little QR code that you can scan to sign up for newsletters, new recipes, and those change every season. Everything is done in season.
So what's in season right now?
So right now, pear, our spice pear, our muscadine mixed berry, and oh, that's the oven saying that the biscuits are ready.
Let's see. Hold on 1 second. All right, so we need a few more minutes. How many you thinking? I'm thinking about 3 minutes.
Maybe 3 more minutes. Okay. These preserves are really good on fresh biscuits.
Oh goodness.
Or whatever else.
Right. So our live audience, we get ready to try some fresh biscuits with some homemade jam.
Yes.
Okay, we'll go ahead. Okay, I'm so excited. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Finish telling us about it, okay?
Okay, where was I at? Oh, on the website. Yeah. On the website, you can order them online. I do local deliveries. Okay. I'm also at the vendor market at the Richland County Library in Columbia as well.
Okay, on Wednesdays?
Yes, on Wednesdays.
Okay, and it's seasonal. They do certain months, right?
Yes, so the next few are December 10th and December 17th.
Okay, good. Well, I tell you, we are really excited about supporting you and supporting your business and supporting what you do. I just love it. I love the fact that, you know, the children are involved. You know, the grandparents are involved, because your children, I think they're young, they're like 5 and 8. Right?
Yes.
And then that's something that we can grow and keep it in the family and just grow, you know, historically. I like that. And the heritage about it. Thank you for joining us. And we're going to see you at the table trying that jam with those delicious biscuits. I'll let you know how it is. Welcome back. And we're sitting with Deanna. Before we try your dish, what does food and family mean to you?
It means a lot of things for me. So I can go back in time to like sitting at my grandma's table, especially around Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving was a bigger holiday for us than Christmas, but we had all the food set out. We had lots of experiences. Memories are made around Thanksgiving. As a matter of fact, if you think about the holiday or you think about our calendar, we always say, you remember that Thanksgiving win, or you remember that Thanksgiving win, or you remember that food win. So that is a lot of memory, a lot of tasting things. And then we always had family members that wanted to try different dishes. And the Thanksgiving meal was not the one where you brought the experimental food.
Right. That's right. I love that.
So we would have traditional dishes and things like that.
What was your favorite dish?
I think my favorite is probably my grandma's sweet potato pie. Between that and, well, you know, if I have an argument, it depends on who's asking me. So if it's my mom, I'll tell her it's her sweet potato souffle. If my grandma's asking me, I'll tell her it's my sweet potato pie.
I love that.
Yes.
Okay. Let's talk about the two, now is the jam or jelly, and educate us on the difference.
Okay. So this one over here on the right, this purple one here, this one is a muscadine mixed berry jelly.
Okay.
And the jelly has no seeds, and it's pectin, and it almost resembles like a Jell-O to me, like the consistency. There's no seeds, there's no pieces of fruit, it's all smooth.
Okay. And
that's made with like a fruit juice if you're making a jelly.
Okay.
This one right here, now I'll let you taste it first, see what you think. Can you taste the raspberry? A little bit of the blueberry? What about the blackberry? You got that too? Oh, okay. All right.
I just taste goodness.
Okay. And my grandparents called, I didn't know what a bullet was. I was like, these are muscadines. They're like, it's a bullet. It's a bull grape. I'm like, what are y'all talking about? But that's what they call the muscadines. Those are the purple ones, and they have a thicker skin than the grape.
I love that.
Thank you.
So that's 4 different.
So that's 4 different fruits in that one. And that one is the weight with the fruit juice.
Okay, tell me a little bit about this.
Okay, so this one is the pear preserve.
Okay, what makes a preserve now?
A preserve has thicker pieces of fruit, bigger pieces of fruit. It's not all consistent. It has some sauce with it, as I like to call it. And it has different spices in it. So some nutmeg, a little bit of cinnamon, some other things mixed in it, but it has bigger chunks of fruit.
Okay.
And then not featured here, but I do have some jams. And then the jams have smaller fruit than the preserve. So that if we had a jam and we had to set them up like this, we would have preserve here. In the middle would be our jam, and then on the end would be our jelly, because we have no fruit pieces in it.
So the jam posts to the jelly.
Yes.
Okay.
So we have jelly, jam, and then preserve.
Okay. So what's different than jam?
And the jam, it's smaller pieces of fruit, and it's more consistent than this big one. You might get a big piece of pear in there. You might get a little piece. It's kind of all different sizes in the preserve.
So when I got that's what I got hooked on. Okay?
Yes.
The fig
I
think I had the preserve.
The preserve, yes. And the preserves for the figs is because I quarter the figs. So I cut the stem off, cut it into 4s, and you have the big piece of fig in your preserve.
Now, so y'all make seasonal jelly, jams, and preserves?
Yes. So the peach is mostly in the summer because that's when we can pick those. I'm able to freeze the pear and the muscadines, so those are kind of year-round type of fruits. And this one you can serve like a warm, savory dish. This one you can serve with a warm, savory dish. It can be sweet. It can be a summer thing. But for the peach, that one is definitely summer, and that's kind of one of our #1 sellers as well.
I love it. Well, I tell you what, I just want to thank you for joining us at the table, Chef Jay. This has been amazing, and the hot biscuits has been great with us.
Thank you.
And which one would you like with peanut butter?
I would do the muscadine. I would do the muscadine jelly. It's closer to like the traditional good feeling of that grape jelly.
Right.
No, okay, let me ask you a question.
Okay.
You asked me the question. Okay, so do you put your peanut butter and then put the jelly on top, or do you mix your peanut butter and jelly and then spread it on the bread?
So I put my peanut butter on one side of the bread, then I put my jelly on the other side.
And then put it together?
Yes.
Okay, all right. I've tried it both ways.
Which way you like it?
I like the way you did it because that mixing together, you don't get a good proportion of it on the sandwich.
And then I like it warm.
Yeah. Oh, well, I haven't tried it warm.
Warm, yes, I like it warm.
Okay. All right, that's something new for me to try.
Good.
Something new.
Well, how can we follow you and find you again?
You can find me again. You can email me at salubriouskitchensc@gmail.com. Right. Or you can find me on Instagram at ILS_LLC. I'm also on LinkedIn under Dr. Deanna Taylor.
Okay, and you can buy them in different sizes, right?
Yes, so I have a 4-ounce size, an 8-ounce, and then also a 16-ounce size as well.
Do you ship or how do?
So I don't ship just yet, but I do meet at different drop points, and I also do deliveries. Awesome. I like to have that personal touch with customers and clients.
I love it. Yes. I love it. You do have that personal touch. You came and just laid out a whole little flight.
Thank you.
And just let us taste all different kinds. I just thank you for that. Thank you for joining us again.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. That wraps up another episode of At the Table with Chef Jay. So before we say goodbye, don't forget to show some love. Hit that like button, share the joy with your friends and family, and of course, subscribe.